Hello guys, welcome to my first video. Today's video we're going to be ranking HIVE SKYWARS. So if you guys do not know what HIVE is, or any of its games, so let me give a brief explanation. So how we can find HIVE is through whenever you load into Bedrock, and you'll find like a separate tab for it. And then you can click on HIVE and then you'll be loaded into beautiful spawn. There are many games you can choose from, but the main game that we'll be focusing on for today is SKYWARS. So I'm going to be ranking SKYWARS based off of how well it can be played, design, and my overall thought about it. There'll obviously be like more, but you know, we're not worrying about that like right now. So one part about this is there's two available portals you can do. I'm gonna do this one since it's the closest. The only bad thing about it is the waiting part. It doesn't immediately queue like all the players, which is a bit bad. So if you mine the ores, it can give you different stuff. So if you mine the diamond, you'll get diamond. If you mine redstone, you'll get extra health. Pretty much just stuff like that. So I actually got pretty lucky. This game can be RNG based on whenever you get items. So the initial start of the game is pretty boring. Most of the time, all you do is just the only boring part about the game is whenever you get to just find me. But the intense part is when you go in the middle and you start fighting. That's where the game starts playing or starts to get fun. Don't mind the static if you hear any static, by the way. That looks pretty. No. So some of the maps have really good design. Some of the maps have pretty bad design. Like this one, I don't really like. That's just my opinion, though. So the initial start of the game is pretty boring. Most of the time, all you do is just the only boring part about the game is whenever you get to just find me. But the intense part is when you go in the middle and you start fighting. That's where the game starts playing or starts to get fun. So it's pretty predictable on what can happen. Sometimes like you'll be like on like a very tiny island, and then like you're like boring somebody, like to not come over, else you'll start attacking, and out of nowhere you just start speed raging and knocks you off the map and makes you look like a big dummy. On to the next game. I'm only gonna be playing about 3 games, so this is my second game. I also showed your stats. My stats were, well, not the best. I played 500 games. 500. Oh, I can't go outside or something. I'll just do that or just trap. It's not a very common thing for me though. So yeah, the ores make sense. Obviously diamond will give you diamond armor, etc. This guy's trying to. We're just gonna hide. Oh my god! See, this is exactly what I mean by intense. See me the beast, please. Don't see me the beast, and get out of my game. So yeah, this game can be very intense, like at the start of this game, but also most of the time, whenever you're gonna loot stuff, it's just pretty boring. So I'm actually gonna start. It's only if you're like 30-minded. And then that guy, you can tell. Oh, okay. Well, you could have said at least excuse me, not to say like, hey, I'm just gonna kill you. You know, you could have said at least hello, like introduce yourself. Not. We're just gonna start bridging the middle. Okay, let's start going over here. Oh, yeah. I'm just not gonna knock him off. See, he just does not notice me. Okay, what if I walk into him? Will he notice me? Oh yeah, he knows. Go. So I give him my overall rating. So my overall thoughts right now, obviously, I'm going to say them is very fun. So far, it's only the only there's only like 3 flaws I think they should fix. Like one being the Ender Pearl. Whenever you throw an Ender Pearl, sometimes you can take like a massive amount of damage, or you can take like little to no damage. And then people hiding under maps. Sometimes people just dig down, hide, and just hide under the maps, which I think is very easy to fix, in my opinion. All you have to do is just make it to where the island, I guess, just starts like crumbling, and then I guess eventually they'll have to come out of hiding rather than just sitting in like a little hole, like the entire, just the entire thing. So I got really really not lucky. So, sorry. Iron, I'm just gonna mine some iron because I know iron can get me thingy. And okay, I was about to say, I'm just blind, okay? It's not my fault. I'm afraid to use my last snowball.
So overall map design, as far as it goes, I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, as some maps can be really detailed and some maps cannot. And then whenever it comes to how it's played out, I'm also going to give that a 7 out of 10. As sometimes, at the very, very start, or in general, just in the entire game, it can be very boring. Because at the start of the game, that's probably like one of the most boring parts, getting the loot. Then there's only like a short period of time where it can be intense, and that's when you're fighting. And then there's people who hide under the map that just make the game last like a million times longer than it actually has to be, which I think is very annoying. And then, so my overall thoughts about it: 8 out of 10. Nothing really too much that they can fix apart from the things I listed earlier. So overall ranking is gonna equal out into 7 out of 10. There are definitely some things they can change about this game to make it a measly 8 out of 10. But overall, those are just my thoughts. You don't have to listen to me. You can think your own things. That is just by my gameplay. Some people might think it's a 10 out of 10, as I'm pretty bad at PvP. But yeah. If you guys did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and please check me out in the next video.